In this episode of Things Guilty Gear Characters Say, I'm going to translate what Chipp, the Ninja President, calls others. This is an ongoing series. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out the previous videos and subscribe for future episodes. Let's start off with the character selection intro. Pick a ninja that suits your style. Chipp, the only other ninja here is Answer, really limiting the choices. Answer, it's time for work. Answer is the diplomat for Eastern Chipp Kingdom, where Chipp is the president. He seems to be working all the time, as you can hear him talk to various people on the phone, even during battle. A frivolous guy. Axel is a time traveler who slips through time. Despite his precarious situation, he's pretty easygoing. He also hits on a lot of the female cast. This attitude gives the image of an unserious and loose person. Something something geisha. This one is a bit hard to decipher since I'm not sure what Chipp is saying in the beginning. At first, it sounded like he was saying, "Come, geisha," but after listening to multiple times, I now hear, "Ha." No idea. Anyways, geisha is a female performer who does traditional Japanese dance, music, and singing. Viken is definitely not one, since she is more of a ronin than an entertainer. But Chipp, with his limited knowledge on Japanese culture, probably just labels anything traditional looking with the closest thing that comes to mind. Just wake up, man. Bedman is asleep majority of the time. You generally only see his true self in the dream world. He's not doing this by choice though. He and his sister Delilah has a condition where their bodies cannot withstand their enhanced thought process while they are conscious. One of his main goals were to merge the dream and real world for the sake of his sister and himself. President Chipp has arrived. So far, Chipp is the only character that calls himself in the third person on the character selection screen. Aren't you a person with a bounty? Dizzy is a half-gear who had a bounty on her until Jan faked her death. So to the general public, she's supposed to be dead. But instead, she lives in seclusion with her spouse, Kai. Paper bag fraud. Faust is an unlicensed doctor, but definitely not a fraud as he's a highly skilled surgeon who was officially a doctor before he turned into a crazed killer. Chipp may be getting the sentiment because Faust hides his face with a paper bag. A big old man, right? Hyun isn't actually an old man, but a young girl piloting a mech. You can see her go in and out of her mech in the opening and victory scenes. Annoying women. Seems like Chipp has some beef with Ino. His win quote against her threatens to beat her if she does as much as bump into him. Yikes. Masked Ninja. Jacko was created by that man as a patch to make Justice or Arya human again. But since she was awakened in an incomplete state, she needed her mask and candy to stabilize. As a side note, the word kunoichi is another way to say woman, but in this case points at a female ninja. Chinese ninja. Chipp really has a loose definition of a ninja. Bothersome drunk leader. Johnny is the leader of the Jellyfish Pirates and does like to drink and gamble. Leo Whitefang. Surprising that Chipp has no comment for the kings of Illyria. You'd imagine he'd have some sort of strong opinion on another country's leaders as president. Or maybe he doesn't want to ruffle feathers. Kid Geisha. Coming after Baiken's description, I am really curious on what Chipp thinks a geisha is. Hair Ninja. Since Milia is a former member of the Assassin's Guild that kills her target with her hair, this description is probably the most accurate out of all the female characters. A meatball. This is similar to Soul's comment where he simply calls him meat. Don't come near me, you pervert! Raven is a masochist that loves pain. He has a strike-observing stance called Give It To Me Here, where he slowly inches forward while screaming in delight every time he gets hit. I'm imagining Chipp saying this while Raven does that. Old man who cuts too much. I'm not too sure about this one because it doesn't make much sense to me. What is he cutting too much of? Soul. This is the only character that Chipp simply says the first name but not the last. It sounds like he is a bit closer to Soul compared to the likes of Kai and Leia. Billiards Guy. Venom is the leader of the Assassin's Guild, and his main weapon is his billiard cue and balls. Shadow User Ninja. Zato gained the ability to use his shadow as a weapon once he summoned Eddie through the 5th Forbidden Magic spell. He was the previous leader of the Assassin's Guild, so similar to Milia, the label ninja isn't too far off. Hope you enjoyed the translations. If you'd like to add some lore or details to these voice lines, let me know in the comments. Also, check out our other episodes on this channel and subscribe for future videos as I will be making more. Alright, till next time, have fun with fighting games.